Hello everyone, welcome back to another amazing session. I'm Meenakshi Dhal, your English mentor, and I welcome you all back to this fun meet. Are you all excited to know what we are going to do today? But before all this, I want to know from you all, how are my YC superstars doing? All good, all amazing? I'm feeling wonderful to start this session today because my kids are going to learn something new today. Yes, so let us begin and let's see what we have in our today's session. Okay kids, so in our today's session, we are going to talk about SVA. Okay, I'm not talking about 3 letters right now. I'm talking about a topic that is also known as subject verb agreement. Okay, and now in this session we are going to understand what is subject verb agreement. Yeah, ready? Okay, so kids, before we start talking about this agreement that is here in front of us, I want to tell you what is a subject. What is a subject? The person who is actually taking the action is the subject of the sentence. We start the sentence with the subject because that person, we are talking about that person right now. So we start talking about that person. For example, if I say, I am a happy person, as in this sentence I'm talking about myself. So what I did, I started the sentence with I. Similarly, if I talk about any one of you, so if I say that you are attentive in the class, because I'm talking about a student, you, that's why I started the sentence with you. Now the question arises, what about subject verb agreement? Agreement is the bond. What we are saying right now, we are saying that there are some subjects which do not meet with all verb, which do not meet with all the words am, is, are, was, were. They decide some words. For example, I always come with am when we are talking about present. Okay. Similarly, we are going to learn so many examples in our today's session and we are going to talk about this agreement in a better way. Okay. Yes. So we can say that all subjects, it is important that a subject agrees to be with a particular verb. Okay, what we are saying that the subject must agree with the verb it is kept. There are some set of rules that we need to remember. If we do not use them in that way, then it will be, we are going to actually form wrong sentences. Okay, so this becomes very important when it comes to English language. We are going to attend the session and going to learn with the help of various examples. Let us understand subject and verbs must agree with one another. This statement, this definition is already clear to you all, like I have explained it to all of you. Now, moving forward, we are going to look at some of the rules and understand those rules with the help of examples. Now kids, when we are talking about subjects and verb, I also want to tell you about one more term, that is singular and plural. These two terms, singular and plural. What? Subject can be a singular subject when I'm talking about one person. When I'm talking about 2 or more than 2, what do we call it? We call it a plural subject. For example, if I'm talking about boys, so let's say there are 2 or more than 2 boys. Now, as my subject is plural, I have to decide a verb according to that. So let us have a look at it and understand it in a better way. Yeah? Starting with the very first rule. So what we are saying right now, in common, we can say that singular subjects are followed with singular verb, plural subjects are followed with plural verb. But there are some changes which come because it depends on the situations and examples. You can see some changes in this rule as well. So let's start with this and let's see a singular subject following a singular verb. Oh, Rahul. Rahul is a funny boy. Right now, as I'm talking about Rahul, so what is Rahul in the sentence? Rahul is a subject. And as I'm talking about one person right now, now my kids, quickly tell me whether Rahul is a singular subject or a plural subject. Yes? Oh, wonderful. Rahul is a singular subject. Let us understand about the sentence and the rule. Yeah? So Rahul is a singular subject and Rahul, singular subject, is followed with is, that is a singular verb. So right now we are also talking about verb in this session. What we are saying that Rahul, the word Rahul is followed with is because of this rule. As Rahul is a singular subject, we continued it with a singular verb, that is. I cannot write word are after Rahul in this sentence. That will be a wrong case. Okay? And that's why it becomes important to understand what is subject, verb, agreement. Yes? So let's continue and let's see which rule is there on the next slide. Yes. Okay, yes, the sentence is for me. Yeah. I am a teacher. Okay, so I had already told you about this in the beginning of the session that I is always followed with am. And what is am here? Am is a singular verb. And what about I? I is a singular subject. So again, the rule is followed. Wow, singular subject is followed with singular verb. Wonderful. So whenever you are writing a sentence with I, you can write am after it and talk about yourself. When you're writing a sentence on yourself, when you're speaking about yourself, you can form sentences with the help of this, right? See how helpful this topic is. Okay, I would like to help you with many more examples. So let us continue and let's see what is there next. Oh, right now, we are talking about somebody's father. Let's say one of my friend's father is a doctor. What will I say? His father is a doctor. Right? His father is a doctor. Now, let us see. Okay, yeah. So, let's look at the sentence carefully, everybody. His father is again a singular subject. Why? Because I'm talking about a single person right now. Yes, kids? Similarly, I have already told you about is. Is a singular verb. And singular verb is followed, singular subject is followed with singular verb. As you can see in the example, his father is a doctor. Okay. Moving on to the next sentence, let's see what we have now. Okay, yes. So we have learnt some sentences on I. We got an example on I. We also got an example how we can use is in different cases, right? For example, if I'm talking about Rahul, or if I'm saying he is a bad boy or he is a smart boy. Yes, it is my house. Now what is it here? It is a singular subject and it is followed with singular verb, that is. Yes, so the rules which I shared with you just in the beginning of the session, that was also saying same, right? That singular subject is followed with singular verb. We are following that, right? We all are able to see various examples where singular subject is followed with singular verb. Okay. Now it's the time to have a look at plural examples. Some examples for plural subjects. Remember when I started the session, I told you about the example of boys. So with boys, I cannot use is. What will I be using? I'll be using are. That is a plural verb. The cows are gazing in the field. Let us have a look at the sentence again with the help of their titles. Yeah. So cows, the cows is plural subject. And what about the word are? That is a plural verb. See how easy it is? We have to remember the rule: single subjects with singular verb, plural subjects with plural verb. That's it. Yeah? Okay. Now, talking about another plural subject actually. Okay. Wait. What? Okay, yeah, this is easy. Yes? Singular subject, you. When I talk about one person, when I talk about a person who is standing in front of me, or let's say I'm saying, yes, you Rahul, you are. But are is a plural verb. And I told you that singular verb with singular subjects, plural verb with plural subjects. Now what is this? Have patience. Yeah, I will tell you about it. Now understand this, kids. For all the subjects, we follow this rule that with singular subjects, we put singular verb, and with plural subjects, we put plural verb. That's clear, sorted. Now, we are talking about an exception. A rule that actually changes the rules. Okay, that is about the subject you. Y-O-U. Now this you word is a magical word. Yes. You know how? This you subject is used as a singular subject and as a plural subject as well. And what do? We always use plural verb, that is are, with this. For example, you are a smart boy. Right now, I'm talking to a single person. So, I can say that you is a singular subject, right? But it is followed with are, that is a plural verb. So, whether you is a magical word, we are not going to make any changes with the plural verb, that is are. What we are going to do? We are going to use are with you always. Whether you talks about single person or two people or more than two. Okay? Let us look at another example. You'll be able to understand it better. So far we were following a rule. We have to learn this rule as well. We have to understand this thing as well. What is this? They are saying that you can be a singular subject and it can be a plural subject as well. What do we have to remember? We have to always put are, that is a plural verb, with the subject. Okay? Now see this case where you is playing the role of plural subject. It is still followed with plural verb, that is are. Yes? Let us have a look at this example. Yeah. So you are active learners. I'm talking to my all YC kids. You are active learners. You are my superstars. Right now, I'm not talking to a person. I'm talking to a group. I'm talking to all the students who are attending this class. And what am I doing with the help of this? I'm also telling you that you is always followed with are. Whether you is a singular subject or a plural subject. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Yes? Great. Okay, kids. That's amazing. We have understood another interesting thing, and that's why I was saying in the beginning of the session that you're going to learn so many new things in this session. You're going to learn so many rules. We are going to follow these rules in our upcoming sessions because we are going to talk about verb more. Okay, we are going to have actually more fun. Okay. Moving forward, okay, yeah. this is clear, I hope, to everybody, that singular subject is continued with plural verb. It's the time to see another rule. Yeah. Uncountable nouns. So I know that all my kids know about it, but I'm going to repeat it for everyone. Singular, so there are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Nouns which can be counted, like books, pens, chairs are countable nouns. But when I talk about uncountable nouns, these are those nouns which we are not able to count, or which are tough to count. For example, water, sugar, rain, and there are many examples like this. So all these are uncountable nouns. Nouns which we are not able to count. Yes? They are always followed with singular verb. Let us understand it with the help of an example. Yes? Water. Water is uncountable noun, right? And it is followed with a singular verb. This is the rule. We have to remember this rule. Okay? Great. So we are learning so many things. Like, we have learned so many things so far. We were following the rule of singular subjects plus singular verb, plural subjects plus plural verb. We also talked about the magical word, that is you. That is a singular and a plural subject too. It is always followed with a plural verb. Now we also talked about the rule where we understood that uncountable nouns are always followed with singular verb. That's amazing. So it's the time to ask you some polls. Yes, tip of the day. So our today's tip is related to water. Yes. So I would like to share a tip with you all. And that tip is, please drink plenty of water. Why? Water is essential for our body. Okay? It actually helps to improve your skin quality. It even keeps you healthy. So do not miss drinking water. Have a good habit of drinking water. It will always help you. It is always a good idea to drink too much water. Otherwise, there are people who get ill because of this. So I don't want my YC kids to be unwell at all. So I am giving this tip to you all, that drink plenty of water. Okay, kids?